thanks for helping me last week when I was going through the COVID thing.
Yeah.
Um, I just I'm not really. I wrote notes, but I couldn't really figure out what I was writing at the. My ability to think clearly wasn't very well.
Yeah,
So
that's part of COVID. Yeah. So tell me where you're at right now. Like, let's just hear where your body is, and how's your mind functioning? Is your lungs okay? Like, what's going on?
okay, I think the lungs are good.
Okay.
The body is tired.
Okay.
I did go back to work on Monday,
Okay.
and I made it through the day okay. The body still has some diarrhea and I found wormwood that was from Hannah Kroger
Oh yeah.
with a combination of other things.
Right. Right.
And I took it for several days, and I'm wondering if it seemed like it wasn't really working.
Yeah, like sometimes the combination, like, because it usually has like what, clove and black walnut,
Yes,
like
yes,
whatever.
yeah.
That's real specific for like parasites, which still could help, but
Today I did go to Golden Temple and get just
wormwood,
the tincture.
the tincture, perfect. Let's see how that treats you, and maybe email me. Like it should help like pretty quick. So let's see. And I think we had you using some cinnamon in water to offset the diarrhea and also give you some strength. Were you able to do that, or?
I did that a couple of times, and then I'm doing so many things I forgot
Yeah. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
because I'm
And
still taking Minarda.
yeah,
But I'm cutting back to like once a day,
good.
and
Okay.
anise or anise.
Mhm.
I've been taking that because I think I do gulp air,
Yeah.
and I can tell that is helping.
Yeah. That the gulping air is just an imbalance in the nervous system. So in the autonomic nervous system. And so yeah, do that for a little while just to keep balancing that out and toning that out. And plus it's good for digestion. It's good for a bunch of things. So
The
yeah,
cinnamon,
the anise. Yeah.
anise. Okay, all right. And I did have um I think like I was doing all the things I knew to do. I got better, and then I ran my AC, and then I got worse.
Okay, this is what I would say about that. I mean, it could have been something like that, but this latest round, there's a little bit of sick, better, back to sick again. And so we've been seeing it not consistently, but like I've heard it more in the last like 3 or 4 weeks than I've heard it in the last 6 months. And
Okay,
so I like that you're still using the Minarda. Like keep doing those things even when you feel better, because for whatever reason there is a bounce back with this. And this happened with a flu about 7-8 years ago. There was a strain and went through about 18-month cycle, through society, and people would be sick for like 10 days. And this is way pre-COVID. They'd be sick and then they'd be better for like a week or two, and they were like, oh, I'm back, I'm feeling good, and then boom, they'd get it again. And certain viruses just kind of do that. And it's usually a mutation of something, and the COVID thing is mutated several times already, just what we're aware of, but I'm sure there's mutations that we're even not aware of. And just stay on top of it for a little bit.
okay.
Yeah.
And for the AC, just in case there is something weird in my AC, do you think the camphor incense would be helpful to run through the system?
Yeah. Do you have a diffuser?
I
Or
do.
even if, because even if you don't use the diffuser, you could even just take a tissue and put some oils. Try putting cinnamon on in your diffuser or on like some tissues and just let it diffuse in the air. Like savory works, and I can even give you a couple other choices. Give me just a sec here. It was mold support and fungal support. Is that what it was? Mold support. What was that other one that was the, not the mold support, but the one that's kind of like it?
Yeah,
It's
something.
fungal something. It's not in this Minnesota notes. Maybe it's somewhere else.
Yeah, I have fungal support.
Not coming up in my notes. Let's see here. I have several recipe books, so. Here we go. Okay, so you could use cinnamon, but you could also use palmarosa, savory, or like you could just use them by themselves. Palmarosa, savory, which is kind of an oregano kind of smelling thing, geranium or tea tree, and just diffuse it in the air. But those, when diffused in the air, like with a diffuser or put on tissues and just let evaporate in the room, will help to clean up the air. Like, you know, like if there's mold or funguses in the air, if there's still like, you know, viral activity in the air, you know, whatever, it could be that I mean, you live in a place where there's a lot of moisture and humidity, and there could be like a little bit of mold or fungus, like probably mold in the air ducts. And you're just sensitive, like normally it wouldn't bother you, but like in this case, you're just a little bit more sensitive for a little bit. And it just helps to clean up the environment.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay. And is
I mean,
is there any
given where you
particular?
live, I would find it very hard to believe that most people in your area don't have a little bit of mold in their air ducts.
Right. I think you're right.
It's just
It's
the
is
lay
there
of the
one
land.
is there one that's better to use or just rotate?
Savory is pretty potent for that. Cinnamon will probably work. I mean, you could probably just even do cinnamon, but you know, there's this formula that was studied. It was one of the very first things that was studied scientifically with modern science, like back in the 50s. And it was those 4 oils together: palmarosa, savory, geranium, and tea tree. And they found that it reduced fungal activity and mold in the environment that it was diffused in. And so you could use them singly. I mean, you could blend it together, but a lot of times when we're traveling or something and that happens, I just, whichever one I have, which is usually tea tree, I just, you know, put a bunch on something like in a hotel room. I just, sometimes in a hotel room, I don't want to put it on a tissue. I just walk around and just put it on the carpet and just, you know, call it good. And it changes the room dramatically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then last week you talked about Angelica being good to
Oh, for an aging immune system. Yes, yes.
yeah. So I've been researching the herb and I'm not really sure. Well, I can't find the capsules at Golden Temple. I can find the bulk herb at Golden Temple.
So get Angelica root. Yeah.
And is it?
If you're going to do the herb, it would probably need to be like 3 or 4 capsules a couple of times a day.
So is there a particular brand or?
Oh, you know, I always use the oil. You know, like, you know, I don't know if they still have it, but that one company where they have the green and white bottles that like kind of flip up, and they got those old school herbs.
Nature's Way?
I think that's it. That company used to make an angelica root.
Okay, I'll check.
And if that doesn't work, then just go on Amazon. Like they'll have it to you in 2 days.
And what's a good price? Like I did see something that was $5 and I'm pretty sure that's not right.
No, it's usually like 20 bucks or something for the herb. You know,
Okay,
it's an expensive herb. Like, you
Okay.
know, like the oil and the herbs are, you know, they're a little bit pricey. You know, it's like golden seal prices.
right. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
thank you.
You're so welcome.
And then go ahead, Deborah.